The Badal government in Punjab is mixing religion with politics again, but denying the charge of playing with fire outright. But their bid to distance themselves from the SGPC's act of honouring General Vaidya's assassins has fallen flat, with the Sikh religious body exposing their lies straight away. The SGPC has contradicted the Akali government's claim and acknowledged that the ceremony to honour kin of terrorists was organised by the Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee. The Shiromani Akali Dal government, led by the Badals, controls the SGPC. In fact, members of the body have told Headlines today that the event was held under the active patronage of the supreme body of Gurdwaras, but the Punjab government continues to claim that it was a private function to honour the kin of terrorists.
Why the hype all of a sudden? Because when Thukka and Jinda were hanged in 1992, thereafter the SGPC has been every year holding a Akhand Path Bhog for them, and this was just in continuation of that. I'm surprised at the sudden hype in the media about the whole issue and making, I don't know what they're trying to make out of it.
ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਸਮਾਜਿਕ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਰਾਜਨੀਤਿਕ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਮੂਲੀਅਤ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੀ ਫੁੱਲ ਭੇਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਕੀਦਤ ਭੇਟਾ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਭੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਬਰਸੀ ਮਨਾਈ ਹੈ।
There is a difference between the Punjab government and the SGPC. SGPC members are directly elected by the Sikhs of Punjab and Haryana. They have nothing to do with the Punjab government. SGPC has not honoured them. Punjab government has not honoured them. We hold our army in the highest esteem.
Every year, the family organizes an annual anniversary poke. And it's not done on a Akal Takht, it's not done by the SGPC or by any elected, constitutionally representative religious body of the Sikhs. It's done by the family. There's no way anybody can object to it because this is a personal thing. It's not done by a political party or it's not done by government. It's not done by the SGPC.
The idea of Khalistan no longer has an organic base in Punjab, but Akalis are clearly fanning the anger that smoulders beneath the ashes. The reasons are simple. The Akalis continue to cling to their Panthic politics. That explains why it continues to pander to radical sentiments, even going to the extent of lobbying for a convicted terrorist who killed the state's elected chief minister. But the Shiromani Akali Dal is preserving peace. That is the argument they are giving. Of course, the peace is being endangered in the long term. Its ally BJP has taken a clearly duplicitous stand on the entire issue.
Comments are this, that these are all things that, instigate people. And whether it's a memorial or doing these other sort of things, it seems to be some sort of a deliberate attempt at destabilizing the state. Prakash Singh Badal is under pressure from a certain group which is making him do this, and he's a coward basically. He will never back down.
ਜਦੋਂ 84 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹਜ਼ਾਰਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਬਜ਼ੁਰਗ ladies were killed inside ਦਰਬਾਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਇਸ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ SGPC is making a ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰਕਾਸ਼ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਾਠ ਚੱਲਣਗੇ. It is a place of worship. ਸਰਬੱਤ ਦਾ ਭਲੇ it's a place of worship. ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਫੋਟੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਦਾ ਕੁਝ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ. It's a place of worship.
The clamour is rising for the centre to act firmly. There is outrage among army veterans over telltale signs of terror being revived in Punjab and its first signs being ignored by the government. Third generation Sikh youth are being radicalised by pro-Khalistan groups. There are over 100 websites actively engaging in anti-India propaganda, and the economy of terror is being sustained by pro-Khalistan NRIs who are flush with funds and are enticing the young to try and revive what they think is a dead dream of having a Khalistan. General Vaidya, who oversaw entire Operation Blue Star, murdered in cold blood, and his assassin's kin now being felicitated by the Punjab government. General K.S. Brar, who was the commander of Operation Blue Star, he joins us live on the show now. So, do you believe the Shiromani Akali Dal government in Punjab when they say, we don't know what the SGPC is doing, we're not responsible for anything that they are doing, even if it means felicitating the kin of terrorists?
I'm sorry, that's bullshit. How can anyone say we don't know what the SGPC is doing? They're all hand in glove. The Damdami Taksal, the SGPC and the Shiromani Akali Dal. You know that the Shiromani Akali Dal has the majority in the SGPC. You also know that the Damdami Taksal helped the Akali Dal to win the elections, the SGPC elections in 2011. So they all wish to support each other. And the Punjab government, which is the Shiromani Akali Dal government, is certainly supporting the SGPC in whatever they are doing. They may call it Akhand Path. This is not the way to do an Akhand Path. Let the families do an Akhand Path. Let them carry out a religious ceremony. This is something which you're doing on a national level, openly, publicly, and you call it Akhand Path. You're honoring a murderer and calling him a martyr. Be clear in your minds, is he a murderer or is he a martyr? Are those two gentlemen who killed General Vaidya murderers or not murderers? And how can you be honoring them for having killed a soldier who spent his life serving this nation, highly decorated, a disciplined soldier who always answered the line of duty? I'm very, very sorry.
Do you think, General Brar, that the Akali Dal is almost insulting the intelligence of Indian people when they say that they are ignorant of what the SGPC is doing? Because this is not the first thing that has happened in Punjab which has incited the radical groups. There is Balwant Singh Rajona being declared a martyr. There was a memorial which is under construction at the Golden Temple. How can the Akali Dal not know all these things happening under its very nose?
None of these things can happen without the tacit support of the Akali Dal. They have been witnesses, they've been attending functions, they've been also taking part in all these celebrations of martyrdom, and now they turn around and say we don't know about it, we are not aware about it. I'm not prepared to believe it.
All right, General Brar, just stay on with us for a second. Let's again listen in to how it was the SGPC itself which nailed each and every lie of the Punjab government.
Why the hype all of a sudden? Because when Thukka and Jinda were hanged in 1992, thereafter the SGPC has been every year holding a Akhand Path Bhog for them, and this was just in continuation of that. I'm surprised at the sudden hype in the media about the whole issue and making, I don't know what they're trying to make out of it.
ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਮੁੱਚੀਆਂ ਧਾਰਮਿਕ ਸਮਾਜਿਕ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਰਾਜਨੀਤਿਕ ਜਥੇਬੰਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਮੂਲੀਅਤ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਸ਼ਹੀਦਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੀ ਫੁੱਲ ਭੇਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਆਪਣੀ ਅਕੀਦਤ ਭੇਟਾ ਕਰਦੀਆਂ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਇਸ ਸੰਬੰਧ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਸ਼ਰਧਾ ਦੇ ਫੁੱਲ ਭੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਆ ਸ਼੍ਰੋਮਣੀ ਗੁਰਦੁਆਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਬੰਧਕ ਕਮੇਟੀ ਦੇ ਵੱਲੋਂ ਸੰਗਤਾਂ ਦੇ ਸਹਿਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬਰਸੀ ਮਨਾਈ ਹੈ
There is a difference between the Punjab government and the SGPC. SGPC members are directly elected by the Sikhs of Punjab and Haryana. They have nothing to do with the Punjab government. SGPC has not honored them. Punjab government has not honored them. We hold our army in the highest esteem.
Every year, the family organizes an annual anniversary poke. And it's not done on a Kaltak, that's not done by the SGPC or by any elected, constitutionally representative religious body of the Sikhs. It's done by the family. There's no way anybody can object to it because this is a personal thing. It's not done by a political party or it's not done by government. It's not done by the SGPC.
General Brar, even if for a moment we were to believe what the Punjab government is telling us, that this is not something which has their approval, but it's being done by the kin of the terrorists who were hanged, can't they actually act? Because under the law, doesn't this qualify for sedition?
I didn't follow you.
So if what the Punjab government is saying is that this is a private function which was organized by the family members of Jinda and Sukha, even if we give them that, even if we believe the Punjab government for a moment, knowing that this is happening, can they not act against these people?
Of course they should. Of course they should. It's impossible to believe that's a private function being held inside the Golden Temple complex. It's being publicized. There are hundreds and hundreds of people coming to attend it, and you say it's a private function. You think those families, those wives are in a position to organize a private function of this nature? Let them do it in their own homes, not in the Golden Temple complex.
General, why are they doing it? Why is the government doing it? They've already burnt their fingers badly in 83, 84. Why would they want to play with fire again?
Well, because they obviously have their own interests. They're mixing religion with politics for whatever reason. the Sikh groups, the anti-national groups which are operating abroad in America, in Canada, in Europe, in UK, they are pumping in funds into Punjab. You mean to say the Akali government doesn't know about money coming in? There are little cells operating in Pakistan across the border, being helped by the ISI to train this youth and motivate them, propagate the ideology. That's what's happening. In UK, I am aware of the fact that doctored footage of Operation Blue Star is being shown to the youth. And who are these youth? 28, 29, 30, 31-year-old boys and girls who never saw Operation Blue Star, who weren't even perhaps alive, or they were little kids at that time. When they see these tapes and the footage which has been doctored, well, obviously they get emotionally charged.
General Brown, I want to ask you a final question, because for the cameras, Captain Amrinder Singh now lashes out at the Badal government, says they are cowards, they are encouraging separatist sentiment. But the fact still remains that Congress is also not above reproach. They themselves know that in history and even now, they've been extremely duplicitous when it comes to the rise of Bhindranwale and the Khalistan movement.
Well, I can't comment on that because I'm not aware of all the facts. I was, however, surprised when I read the newspaper today in which it said that the Home Minister has made a statement that we can't interfere in this. This is a private affair of a group of people who are carrying out these sort of activities. Surely a stage must come when you accept the fact whether it's an anti-national activity, whether it has security implications, national security implications. If you're not going to step in now, then when are you going to step in? When we get back to the 1980s, to the early 1980s? That's what it's being, the revival is taking place. We'll get back to that point of time, and then we'll find that now Punjab is burning, now we should act. Absolutely. I think we have to nip it in the bud.
Well, what is the Union Home Minister waiting for? Why is he so eager to wash his hands off what is going on in Punjab? And the BJP, for that matter, not willing to come out and make a firm statement on what their ally in Punjab is doing. General Bra, thank you very much for joining us here on Headlines today.